What's the deal? What's the deal? It's your boy Norbs, and this is the 10-8 podcast, and we are back. It's Friday night. I know a lot of y'all out. It's rainy over where I'm at right now, but you know, it is what it is, but it's still news. We do have Jamaine Ortiz coming on later tonight, speaking on his fight with Keyshawn Davis. There's been some interesting announcements. Jake Paul has came out, and apparently MVP said he's going to fight Conor McGregor soon when he gets healthy. Kid Schofield has come out and said he wants to fight the Three Stooges, Ryan Garcia, Conor Benn. Eddie Hearn saying it's the biggest fight out there right now today. We're going to get into all of that right after this. Yo, what's good, my guy? What's the word, bro?
Same old.
Yeah, that's
same old. Fine. Another week down.
Another week. That interview we just did with Fred Sean is actually super popular now. I was surprised how many people are actually rocking with it. People are quoting it. People are doing other things. I mean, you know, they definitely digging it. So that's a good thing. So, you know, shouts to Fred Sean for hooking us up with the interview. Jesus Christ. How's camp going so far, bro?
Today's last full day of training. Next week, just working on just cutting weight. That's it.
Really?
That's really it.
So not as boring. It's nothing else. It's just pretty much that.
No, you don't never spar on fight week. You mess around and get risking cut or hurt.
Interesting. We're gonna get it on. I'm gonna let everybody start coming in real quick. As y'all can hear, I apologize. I have my kids in the background. I gotta deal with that for today, but it is what it is. Miss Hannah, what's good?
The life of a father.
Huh?
The life of a father.
What's that? What are you talking about? Oh, the life of a father, yeah. Life of a father is crazy, bro. Like, life of a husband is crazy. Let me just say that, bro. Dealing with a relationship, crazy. You know that. Dealing with a wife is absolutely crazy. So, you know, it's a lot of things that go into being married that I wish I would have known prior to this. But, you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Hold on 1 second.
It's all worth it. It's all worth it.
Sometimes it doesn't seem like it. What's up, buddy? All right, just give me a second. But anyways, shit. Let's get to the news. Eddie Hearn recently came out. He did an interview with this boxing scene and said this: Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn, arguably the biggest fight in boxing. We would take 15,000 to Vegas for that fight. That is a monster fight. What do you think about Conor Benn versus Ryan Garcia? Is it one of the biggest fights in boxing? What do you think, Jamal? I know you're a huge fan of Ryan Garcia. Tell me what you think.
No, it's not a huge fight in boxing, but I will agree with him in terms of I think the Brits would definitely come though. I will admit to that. In terms of the biggest fight in boxing, and I don't know. It depends how Ryan looks as you know what I'm saying, in this fight too, though. Like, Ryan does still have a good star power. So if he goes out there and impresses, and let's say, you know what I'm saying, obliterates Barrios and looks good doing it, and then you got Ben in the UK fan base. I mean, yeah, it could be big, it could be huge, it could be definitely a huge event. But in terms of the biggest event in boxing, I mean, that's just Eddie Hearn just being a good promoter.
I think what he means big. I'm talking about. I think he really means in terms of the internet and the digital imprint. I think it's a huge fight, to be honest, and I think a lot of it has to do with Conor Benn and how he approaches these fights. And I remember watching when they had the Ring magazine awards, and I think Ryan was doing hosting and stuff, and he put his arm around Conor Benn, and Conor Benn kind of was like, "Yo, get the fuck off of me," and he was pretty much like, "Yo, bro, like, you're food. Like, I don't rock with you like that. And it was crazy. And I when I seen that, I was like, yeah, I like Conor Benn. There's a lot of things I like about Conor Benn. I like the way he fights, his style. I think the promotion for the fight will be crazy. I don't think he's gonna back off of Ryan Garcia. I think he'll be on top of Ryan Garcia.
He definitely gonna step to him. He definitely gonna get Conor Benn is definitely gonna step to him.
That's why I kind of agree with him. I really like that fight. You know, and I really like Conor Benn. I think he's great for the sport. Yeah, no, I think he's great for the sport. I think we need guys with that type of competitive edge, man. And you know, we've seen him against Chris Eubanks. We've seen how he laid it out on the line, and he's not the individual that's just going to sit around and just dance around. He's going to bring it to you, and I think that's what would make a Ryan Garcia fight extremely interesting. To be honest with you, I think it's one of those. I think we might see like a Eubanks fight. Somebody's getting knocked out in that fight. I don't think he's going decision.
Yeah, somebody going to sleep.
Somebody what are you watching right now? These guys all. Wait. Yeah,
somebody definitely going to sleep in that one, but I don't know. Like I said, he still got to. But like everybody's being focused right now on how Ryan looks in this fight. He got to focus on that. Definitely got to focus on Barrios. Barrios been quiet too. He been silently training. He been quiet.
I'll tell you this, Ryan looks ripped. I don't know if you've seen him. Like, he's ripped. And all I see him doing is fighting YouTubers, but he is ripped right now. Whatever he's doing when the cameras are off.
Muscles alone don't win fights though.
Absolutely. But Ryan,
yeah, you can be ripped all you want and look good and get the workout in, but if you ain't getting the proper, training, proper sparring partners, not sparring influences and shit, what's the point? You got to work on your timing. You got to work on your speed. You know what I'm saying? Different. You know what I'm saying? You got to probably, not probably. You got to implement different game plans from different looks of sparring.
Who is his trainer for this fight?
Playing around. Who's his trainer? No, it's his father.
No fucking way. You serious?
I'm dead serious. So, yeah, it's like people not looking onto these aspects like it's his father. You know what I'm saying? You think his father's gonna be hard? It's hard on him, like. You know what I'm saying? Like Joe Goosen and a Derek James and them was. Come on, man. Yeah, like I said, like you don't like. I'm not saying he's not training, but again, in my opinion, I feel as if Ryan brought his father because his father's pretty much gonna baby him and not try to rock the boat. You know what I mean? Rock the boat like another serious trainer would. So you gotta look at all those aspects in terms of camp.
No, I mean, shit. Yeah, I mean, I will say this in terms of the Barrios fight. Barrios is a hard guy to look good against. I don't know. Like, I feel like his style doesn't. I mean, he doesn't. I mean, he's gonna be a target. He's gonna be there, but hopefully he brings it to Ryan. I mean, I think Ryan eventually.
I think he will, and honestly, I think he will as a fighter because it's pretty much people overlooking him right now. People, saying people, last two fights were draws. You know what I mean? So you gotta look at that. Even though he did fucking take a draw to a legend in Hall of Famer Manny Pacquiao, so there's no shame in that. You know what I mean? Some may felt that he lost, but again, a draw is a draw. So he got a lot. He definitely got a lot riding on this fight in his own right. So I think people are overlooking that. And then, like you said, it don't help when you got promoters already trying to make big fights with Ryan as if Ryan already won the title. So you know what I'm saying? I would feel some way.
Yeah, I mean, it is a slap in the face because, people look at Ryan as somebody that sells the tickets, so they then turn and look at Barrios as just somebody that's a stepping stone. In fact, he's regarded as the weakest of the champions at 147. That's why he got Manny Pacquiao.
I don't think shout out to my guy Mario Barrios. I don't think Mario's the weakest.
I'm not saying he is, but that's what people think.
Nah, I mean, we see the room. I mean, we see it out there, but I don't think he is though.
That's
man. I just think he just has some. It's the way he starts. You know what I'm saying? Like again, he'll start out strong, and then sometimes he'll just fade, like he did against my man Abel Ramos. Like he started out strong, real strong, and then he just faded in the mid to late rounds, which ended him with the draw. I think.
Yeah. People kind of look at a placeholder.
Similar. Like it's not consistent at times, but he can box. Mario can box.
No, he can. On to other news before Jamaine comes on. Manny Pacquiao was recently interviewed and said that he would be interested in fighting Tank Davis. Apparently, this is what I'm hearing. A date has been taken out by PBC on March 21st, and some are rumoring that it will be Manny Pacquiao versus Tank Davis. And apparently, and this is the rumor, Manny Pacquiao said the fight would take place at 145, and that means Tank is going up 10 pounds. What do you think about Manny Pacquiao possibly fighting Tank Davis at 145 pounds?
I'm not too sure of that date though. I mean that date, to be honest with you, because it's kind of if you look, you like me and you both going to be four of a few fights in terms of like, you know, where we're at now and when they be like what was it, the Roach rematch situation. Remember when we was basically like 2 months out and there was no promo. No, pretty much we're in January. It's March. That's 2 months out. And of course, for a fight like that, you know you gotta so you gotta go basically on a promo tour before fighters even start training camps. You know what I mean? Because like I said, you know, they usually, you know how it go. They usually go to this city to this day, and then the very next day they go into this city and so forth. And like I say, we don't, for one, and then also people are still looking to see what's Tank's legal situation. So I don't believe that date with the PBC is for mainly for that fight. It could be just a PBC card just to get the other fighters busy. But again, if that fight does get made, you know they got to build it up, especially if they're going to sell it to pay-per-view. Especially, you know, we already know how people feel about the pay-per-view platforms. You know, so I think that fight will have to definitely have a lot of promotion behind it. Not saying it won't happen, but I just don't think it'll happen in March.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not March, but I think the fight is gonna happen.
I say not April, the spring, springtime for sure. I can see it around that. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely. I mean, listen, Tank. I mean, let me ask you a question. Do you think people will respect him if he would have beat Manny? Because I feel like he's going to beat Manny easily.
I think they will. I think they would.
You don't think?
I mean, even at 45, that's you know what I'm saying, 2 weight classes out. It's welterweight division. You know what I mean? I think they give Tank his props. You know what I mean? Of course, you're always gonna have your haters, but I think Tank would definitely get his respect.
It is a big fight, a big international fight. I tell you this, I don't think it's going to be much to sell that fight. I think people will be more excited because some people may still believe in Manny Pacquiao, and it is Tank Davis. People want to see Tank Davis already back in the ring. So I think I don't know, man. I'm not excited for the fight. I'd rather see him fight one of the other guys, but at least
listen, we already know when Tank fights is an event. It's an event. It's an event. Every time Tank fights is an event.
Yeah, absolutely. No, absolutely. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just harping on the fact that I want him to see fight one of the guys, one of his peers.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, bro. I'm just saying, like, you know, but you know, Tank is gonna go for the biggest purse, and Tank gonna do Tank.
It's definitely an upgrade from Jake Paul. That is a fact. That is 100% fact. I prefer to see that. We all know. You
know what? I think people will tune in to sell because people, even like I say, even the haters, they probably want to see. You know, of course, they're going to want to see if Tank has some adversity, even when Manny Pacquiao at the stage of his career, because of the size and who Manny Pacquiao is. People going to probably want to tune in to see if he's the first one to you know, put a loss on Tank's record. So you know, all that plays in, man.
I just feel like, and I'm going to be honest with you, I think Tank is going to knock him out if they fight. I just feel like he fits everything that Tank wants. Somebody's going to go forward. You know, he's not as mobile as he was when you see him against Barrios. He wasn't as twitchy as he once was. I feel like it's going to be a one-hitter quitter, similar to when he went out when this guy knocked him out, Marquez. I think it's going to be like that. I just feel like he doesn't do what he once did, and I kind of feel like this is a cherry pick, in my opinion. But I still rather see that than Jake Paul. But, you know, whatever. Speaking of Jake Paul, apparently MVP Promotions released this yesterday. Jake Paul versus Conor McGregor live on Netflix is starting to be promoted. They said basically when he gets cleared. So he will be fighting Conor McGregor. I don't know if it's going to be like a UFC fight type of thing or it's gonna be boxing. But it looks like it's
boxing.
It's
gonna be boxing.
What do you think about Conor McGregor versus
Conor can hit. Mm-hmm. Conor McGregor he can punch. He can punch.
He can, but he was throwing those hammer punches against Floyd.
Look who he's fighting though, bro.
I mean, I think
he ain't fighting no Floyd. And you gotta think about it also. You think, let's be real. You just got your broad joking. I mean, your fucking jaw broken. And then you come back, you got two places, and come back. You're gonna be very hesitant. Whether from sparring, that's nothing. Yeah. From sparring, you're gonna be hesitant. And you definitely when they put on and then again, we don't know the stipulations. We don't know if they're gonna put on bigger gloves or what. We don't know that yet. We've seen with the Tyson fight, and it probably will be. And let's be real, it probably will because remember when he was supposed to fight Tank, who was so smaller guy, they had to make it an exhibition with bigger gloves. You know what I mean? So of course they're gonna, so the gloves are gonna be bigger. But again, man, like he got his shit plated in two places.
I will say this though. That'll probably be the greatest press conference in the history of boxing. My man Geraldini in the building said Conor can really box. He can smoke Jake Paul. I kind of got Jake Paul beating him.
Right. You comparing Conor McGregor to a great a mate. Come on, man.
You think Conor beats Jake if they fight?
Man, he might fuck around snap. He might fuck around dislocate shit again, man.
You think so? Yeah. I you know what's crazy? I had Jake beating him. I thought Jake.
I mean, that's what it is. But I'm just saying, Conor might fuck around snap his shit.
It's crazy. I kind of like that matchup. I mean, they're both not from boxing. Conor McGregor.
So wait. You like that? You like that matchup, right?
Yeah.
You like that matchup, but you don't want to see a Pacquiao Tank.
Hold on, let me break it down. Why? Because the Pacquiao Tank, I want to see him fight one of his peers, right? We already seen Jake Paul fight a boxer, and we see what happened. His jaw got snapped in two pieces, right? Conor McGregor, if you guys recall, when he fought Floyd Mayweather, had arguably the greatest press run in the history of combat sports. That's what I'm looking forward to. Just all of that. Conor McGregor is made for this type of stuff.
You looking forward to the antics, which I respect. I mean, promo plays a big part in the sport.
No. I mean, even the fight. I think the fight will be interesting. I think he'll do better than what's the guy that got knocked out by the guy that touched his foot? This guy knocked him. Oh, he'll do better. I think Conor will do pretty good. I don't know.
And Silva, and what's his name?
Yes,
and Woodley.
Yeah. I think he'll do way better than him. I think it'll be kind of dope. I'm not gonna lie. That I would love to see. When it comes to Tank, I have more. I want to see him against Shakur or against Keyshawn or against Teofimo or somebody like that. I don't want to see him fight a washed-up Manny Pacquiao. I think he's gonna knock Pacquiao out.
Stop saying Pacquiao washed like he ain't putting on good performances still. Even in his career.
Cut it out. Barrios, bro. Like he was
Cut it out. He was stepping to him. Why is it okay? A lot of people thought that he wanted to fight though, but you keep him out so he ain't look great. He's not gonna look like he did fucking 20 years ago, of course, but shit, the motherfucker.
He said, "I'm sleeping on Conor McGregor. Dude, hands are certified. I don't think you truly know how good a boxer he is."
Yeah, McGregor bigger now. You see how he's walking around, and he still be easy. He training.
Yeah, no. You can't even read. I love McGregor. McGregor's awesome. I mean, maybe I'll be 100% wrong, but Jake is a big dude, bro. Jake is walking around probably like a 2-something. What does McGregor walk around like 180? Well, it's not that far off, right? Maybe 190. He does look jacked. I'm like when I see him in the pressers, he looks jacked as hell. So, I also seen him. He was teaching. I think he was teaching Mike Tyson some boxing tips. I seen that. I was like, dude, you talking to Mike about boxing? Like, get out of here, McGregor, bro. Whatever. I mean, that I want to see. I would pay to see that. I'm not gonna lie. That is a.
You show Mike how it was done. You show Mike how it was done.
No, bro, that guy is made for TV, bro. McGregor. I think that'll be the greatest press. I would pay for the press run. Can't count Pac-Man out. Against Tank, I'm gonna count him out. I think Tank is gonna put him asleep. Why are you hating on Tank? Who's hating on Tank? What? Yo, you can't say anything about Tank without one of these guys coming out. Mag said,
did you say something about him? You said something about him?
I said I don't want to see him fight Manny. I want to see him fight one of his peers. I think he's gonna knock Manny the hell out. So I guess that was the hate part. I'm just being honest. He can outclass and big boy everybody else. He can't do that with Conor. Who do you think's a better boxer, Conor or him? I mean, I'm not the. If you had to break them both down, Jamel, you are the champion here. I'm just a fan.
And Conor's more actually has some real fight experience. He may not be a pure boxer, but he has some fucking, you know what I'm saying? I give him, he has a more fight IQ.
Okay. Jake fought all wrestlers from UFC. Conor is a striker.
Yeah, Conor a striker. Conor motherfucker hit you with that left hand.
I just remember throwing the hammer punch against Floyd. Like, I was like, what the hell is that?
I remember that motherfucker. Who was it? He caught a motherfucker coming in. Sleep. Like fucking 13 seconds.
Yeah.
I know this shit. Conor shit.
I mean, I'm definitely
with that crazy, that weird ass stance and catch you. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, these kids drive me nuts over here. He said Jake can't fight, man. What the F am I talking about? Damn, he called me Doggo. That's crazy. This guy, Gerald McCoy, does not like Jake Paul at all. Like, he's not a Jake fan. He does not like. He thinks Jake Paul is a disrespect to boxing. Bag Life says Jamel been hanging on Tank because he lost to Shakur. Damn, Mag Life is coming for you. Who is this guy? Nobody hates. Jamel's never said anything negative about him. What are you talking about? What's going on over here? What is transpiring over here?
The dick riding is on a maximum. Yeah. Grown ass man.
News that supposedly Eddie Hearn was asked about the Virgil Ortiz versus Boots Ennis fight. He says no update. We kind of wait and hope. I guess we keep getting told that things are progressing, but then we don't get anywhere. We will have to make a move soon. Boots is due to fight end of March. I'm tired of this, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's
crazy because Rick, Rick, man, you confusing us, bro. Because you putting out these crazy decoded messages, like everything's going good, and then the promoter comes around and be like, "We not sure, so we might have to move on." If they move on, man, I feel like Virgil. Sadly, the fight is going to take a lot of heat.
Virgil's going to take a lot of heat because they're saying that it's being held up by Virgil's side that Boots is all in. I mean, you know, it's been reported that Oscar and his manager have not gotten. And that's what's being reported. That's the holdup. It's Oscar and Virgil's management are not in agreement to whatever numbers or the business.
And that's crazy, and they on the same side, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, man, that's a fight that gotta happen, man. Like come on, man, like, please.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's one of them things where after a while you just get tired of waiting on it and just move on to the next big thing.
Yeah, bro. Man, 100%. Like, I'm definitely tired of waiting. I want to see the fight.
Like, it's a good fight, but nothing's really on the line. You know what I'm saying? Neither one of them have a title right now.
Who's talking about? No, you don't.
No, I'm saying it's just a good fight. It's a really good fight, but there's nothing really riding on it. I mean, shit. You got Xander and their mom fighting for, you know, he's in a unification matchup.
Yeah.
Quiet, you know what I'm saying? Xander's quietly, you know what I'm saying, trying to collect the belts.
I don't know. I mean, I know there's supposed to be announcements being made soon. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. Another fight people are talking about. Charlo and Plan are supposed to be getting it on. I don't know what's going on with that. Like, that's another fight that we should be getting soon. So I don't know, man. There's a lot of fights that aren't just happening for whatever reason, and I don't know why. I mean, why hasn't Charlo and Caleb Plant been locked in?
They gotta get, you know what I'm saying? Gotta get these dates.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
El just I look up. El just pointed at it. You know what I'm saying? Asked about a date. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get these dates.
He's asking for the Fundora fight.
You gotta get these dates. You gotta get these dates locked in.
Yeah, we definitely gotta. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, yeah, I forgot that one got canceled. You know, we had the Jamaine situation happen with Richard Hitchens. We're gonna get into that. There was actually an offer.
The Gary Russell fight had to get rescheduled because of everything. You know, he's a PBC fighter. That's what I'm saying. You got to get these dates.
Yeah, definitely. We definitely got to get some of these dates. I said, hold on, let me see. Do we have a date? There's a lot of fights. Alicia Baumgartner came out recently and said, who's next? And I told you, I think it's going to be Amanda Serrano. I would love
I spoke to her yesterday. She out in Vegas. I don't know if she out there, you know what I'm saying, just vacationing or just out there maybe scouting, looking for, I don't know, but she out in Vegas.
You talking about Amanda?
No, Alicia.
Yes, she's out in Vegas. I've seen that too.
Vegas.
I mean, I think it's got to be Serrano. I mean, how many fights does Serrano have left? It has to happen, bro. It just has to.
I like Amanda, but the way she looked at last fight, I don't know.
Old. She looked old in the last fight. It just wasn't a good performance. Starting to feel like a lot of promoters waiting for Turkey to come in and save the day. They can't anymore. They can't rely on that. Because
He kind of cut back on a lot. Remember, he was pumping out dates. He was pumping out cards back to back. Now it's like, you know, you may get a good card here. A few months later, you might get a good card there.
Everything's gonna be based on Riyadh season or Zuffa. Like, he has a situation. He can't continue to help other organizations that don't benefit him blowing up. So I mean, it just doesn't make sense, but it definitely has slowed stuff up. Right? It's definitely slowed things up. So I don't know. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what they got in hand. Did Jamaine?
No. He said he maybe told me he was on his way home though.
So he should be getting on.
He was on his way. He was driving home like, bro, it's like 20 minutes ago. You going off. You going over the back.
I gotta clear it. Give me one second. Be right back.
She left you on that. She left him on daddy daycare, y'all.
Hold on. You read up on the comments. I'll be right back.
Ain't nothing to read up on. But nah, yeah, she left my man on daddy daycare, man. He over there losing his damn mind. But yeah, now Jamaine hit me up about like 20 minutes ago. He said he's on the way home from training. So I'm just waiting for him to check in, whatever. But yeah, man, I don't know. Actually, these American-based promoters is hurting. They hurting right now, y'all. They hurting right now. Nobody got guaranteed dates. Nobody even got guaranteed. We really don't know what's going on in terms of these networks. So I don't know. Let me see what's in the comments though. Starting to feel like a lot of promoters. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like you said earlier, I don't think they can wait on him. I think they know where they stand at in terms of where Turkey's at, and how he's moving forward.
Bro, why would Turkey want to help out De La Hoya at Top Rank? If they're not with him, they're against him in a sense. So, to me, I mean, that's how you got to look at things. I mean, why would Turkey do things to benefit stuff where he's got money invested in these other organizations?
Yeah, at the end of the day, they still kind of like the old guard, you know, in terms of the sanctioned bodies. You know, he dealing with TKO. They trying to get rid of the old, you know what I'm saying, the sanctioned bodies.
My man says I was talking about when y'all did a live on a taking. It was ass. Who the fuck wanted to see that fight? We weren't the only ones that did.
That was one fight, and nobody. We was the only one that didn't want to see it. You see, the zone quickly scrapped that shit. Well, no, Netflix, they quickly scrapped that shit.
Yeah, this is in the code. Jamaine Ortiz, El Gato. Speaking of Jamaine Ortiz, actually, before
you mean tell me you like, hold on, you mean tell me you like every fucking your favorite fight, you like every fight there is?
He's every announcement.
I'm a huge Floyd fan. Nobody really cared for the Berto fight. Nobody was, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing against Berto, it's just that, like I said, he went from, you know what I'm saying, the Pacquiao fight, and then the afterwards it was just the Berto fight. Come on, man. Y'all gotta be realistic, y'all. Yeah, nobody took that Jake Paul shit serious.
Speaking of 135-pound fighters,
you didn't take that shit serious.
Your man Floyd Kid Austin Schofield came out and said he wants to fight the Stooges, Shakur, Keyshawn, and Abdullah Mason coming up. What do you think of his call out? And does he get it? I mean, he's not going to get Keyshawn. Keyshawn's going to 147. He lost the opportunity with Shakur. Do you think we get one of these three fights?
I like Floyd. I like Floyd, but I don't think anybody's gonna take him seriously until he actually get into the ring. You know what I'm saying? Like, too many fights been pulled. You know, was the last fight that got pulled was that the JoJo Diaz fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That fell apart. Of course, we know about the Shakur fight from. So it's one of the things like he could fight. He definitely could fight, but I don't think anybody's gonna take him in terms of taking him seriously in terms of fighting one of them two individuals.
Well, the man's in the building, my man Jamaine Ortiz. What's good? Welcome to the 10-8 podcast with Jamel and myself, Norbs. What's up, buddy?
What's good, Jay?
What's going on? What's going on?
So you look tired, bro. Like,
nah, you like slimming down, bro.
I'm definitely slimming down. Man,
yeah.
I just came straight from the gym, so I wanted to make sure I got on here and kept my word.
Nah, we appreciate you, bro. How you feeling though overall, man? How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good, feeling great. Just ready to get this show rocking and rolling.
I respect that.
Now there was a lot of controversy leading up to these fights on January 31st. Originally, it was rumored you were supposed to be fighting Richardson Hitchens, and apparently it was pretty much locked in, and I don't know what happened. You want to speak on that? What actually transpired?
Man, I wish I could give you guys a lot of details, but I could just give you what I know, which was that I signed to fight Hitchens. That's who I thought I was supposed to be fighting. That's who they told me I was going to be fighting. And then there was a couple of times it was in and out that, he wasn't going to fight. He was off the card. He's back on the card. And next thing you know, I was lined up to fight Keyshawn. And to me, it doesn't matter. Obviously, I wanted that world title. It ain't nothing like taking that world title from somebody I beat before. But it is what it is. I'll get another opportunity at a world title shot after I beat Keyshawn.
Hey, you said you beat him before. Where'd you beat him at? For the people that don't know.
In the amateurs.
Oh.
Yeah.
How long ago was that? How long ago was that?
I don't know. A long time ago.
It's a minute, yeah.
I was 2014, about 12 years ago. Okay. It was for the Olympic qualifiers.
Okay. Yeah. Man. So shit. So when did you like okay, that fell apart. Like when did you because you said you thought you was gonna fight him. When did you get the call about Keyshawn?
It must have been what? If that 3 weeks ago?
Oh, man, well, you was already ready.
Wait, Keyshawn was at the press.
Basically, when it got announced, like a week before it got announced.
Okay.
Because when we was watching the Shakur and the T.O. presser, he kind of was kind of hinting at it in a sense, like it was kind of like that. Hitchens wasn't gonna fight you. Because remember, I think it got announced. Your fight was supposed to it got leaked that day, like on Twitter. It was leaked.
Yeah, because they told me they was like, they're gonna announce it today at the presser. So I'm here watching, thinking they're gonna announce me and Hitchens. He's like, I don't know if you guys seen the thing on Twitter. He's like, I didn't even know I was gonna fight you. And then he was saying, when he was at the press conference, I just found out today. They mentioned Jamaine Ortiz, and then he posts that same day and is doing interviews saying that he's gonna fight me. How you just hear about me that day and less than an hour later you're saying you signed the contract and we're gonna fight? I don't think that ever really transpired on his end, because I already know that takes longer than an hour before somebody says a name and you go and sign it while you're at the press conference. And
right, especially if you're the champion. You're the champion, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Yeah, he's you give my name, okay, let me just sign. Like I know it didn't happen that way. But that's what the name they kept throwing at me. And then there came a time where he was gonna be out, so they were still gonna keep me on the card. And they mentioned, at least my promoters, they mentioned Keyshawn. This was probably like early December. And I'm like, okay, so that's what it is. And then they came back, Keyshawn's out. He wanted too much money, so we got Hitchens back in. And it was just a lot of back and forth. And like I said, I was just clueless. I didn't even know. I signed both agreements. And at the end of the day, my coach was like, so what's happening? I'm like, I don't even know. I signed and I don't even know if it's official or not because this dude said he signed and I signed, so we would think it's official and it wasn't. So this could be the same thing. So I wasn't even like hyped up or just I didn't know what was going on.
There was rumors that you had asked for him to pay for the Hitchens situation, the sanctioning fees for Hitchens or something like that, or
that's a lie. No, that never happened.
Also, from behind the scenes, there was people in Hitchens camp that I actually had spoke to, and they had basically stated that they didn't feel like you were a big enough name, and that's one of the reasons they weren't interested in that fight. That they wanted a bigger name. What's your reaction to that?
That's fine, on their part if that's what they want, but don't come and say that you signed to fight me if your team is saying that, oh, I'm not a big enough name, so you guys didn't want to fight. That's it. Just say that oh, we don't think Jamaine's a big enough name. Well, I just think it was more than that. I just think I'm too much of a threat for them, and they don't want to take the chance, but they want a face of Delgado and another person who I don't think has a big enough name, but I think it's an easier person for him to beat, right? I think they're looking to stay champion and find the lesser quality opponents that are still ranked that it's like, we could beat this guy and make the same amount of money than fighting Jamaine for that same amount of money, and he's more of a risk. I think that's the route they went.
Now you're facing Keyshawn Davis, and Keyshawn has been going through a lot of crazy controversy over the last year. Has had some erratic behavior, but now he seems kind of ready. He's going at 140 now. Talking about he might go to 147. What's your take on Keyshawn's newfound hypeness right now?
He seems excited, and I think that's the Keyshawn I want to face. Right, I want to fight the best version of the best fighter. I don't want no excuses after the fight. I don't want the fans or the haters talking about excuses. Now you see his energy. You see he's saying he's in the best mind. So that's the best version of Keyshawn I'm gonna beat.
What's the approach for Keyshawn? Because I think he's knocked out his last couple of opponents. He's really trying to he's trying to go to stardom. He's going out trying to finish guys. Do you have a different approach with him as opposed to if you would have fought Richard Hitchens?
Approach in the sense of style? Not really. I fight my fight. Jamaine Ortiz is gonna be the technician inside the ring, and I'm gonna do what I do, and that's about it. When it comes to approach on different fighters, some fighters have different styles that you take a different approach towards it, but it ain't much, it ain't much different between them two.
Nah, a lot of people actually hype for this fight though, bro. Like a lot of people feel like, even in the comments, a lot of people feel like, saying this is a fight.
I think Jamel,
like I said, I know personally, what you had to get. Mention even throwing your name in the hat with Haney. So do you actually have an idea of about staying or moving up to 47 if that fight is available?
My fault, Jamal. You was breaking up a little bit.
Hey, breaking up. Can you repeat that?
I wasn't.
No, my bad. No, I was saying about the I know you mentioned also about you spoke to Devin Haney a little back and forth on Twitter or whatever about going to 47. So with a win here, do you see yourself staying at 140, or if the opportunity presents itself, would you go to 147 for Haney as well?
I think I'll stay at 140 and get the winner between Shakur and Teofimo. But if there's an opportunity, like you said, at 147, I'll jump up to 147. I'll go and fight wherever there's an opportunity, wherever somebody wants to give me the chance to take their belt and become more champion, I'll go there. It's not a problem.
I feel you, bro. What's on your mind, Norbs?
I'm ready. I'm sorry about the Jamaine. I'm ready to body slam my two kids over here. So.
Yeah, see how that's on your mind.
I got one in the other room. I told her quiet it down.
How old are your kids? I got 4 under the age of 7. So I got my daughter.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
They're going crazy.
I just got a 9-year-old.
So you training at home? Or you at home right now?
Yeah.
You on daddy duty too, bro. Got you on daddy duty.
So, I mean, let's say you go out there and beat Keyshawn Davis. That's a huge victory under your belt. Where do you go from there? You know, you fought Teofimo. You know, you felt like you won the fight. Some people were disappointed in the situation. Where do you see if you can beat him? Do you want a rematch with Tio? Do you want to go to 147? Maybe chase like you were saying, Devin Haney, maybe a Manny Pacquiao who's out there. What's your ideal situation?
I think getting a world title at 140 would be the most ideal situation for myself before I go to 147. But like I said, I'll go wherever the opportunity is. I think it'll be a great fight to do again, you know, shut the naysayers up. And I think my performance against Keyshawn will make the fans want that fight again. But we'll see if Teofimo gets past Shakur. If not, maybe I'll line myself up to fight Shakur.
I mean, there's a lot of smoke at 140. You still got Gary. You still got what's his name? You got Pitbull.
They got the fight this weekend. The fight this weekend, Matias, and they got the fight tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Yeah. Yo, that's a weird fight because nobody's even talking about that fight. I was watching the presser earlier, and it was like 5 people there. I was like, "What's going on over here?" But what do you think about Sabrina Matias and what transpired with him recently, and with all the testing and everything?
Man, the sample's dirty. A sample's dirty. Sample's dirty. I got Vada tested last night. You know,
really?
They came to the gym and people was asking, like people in the gym was asking her questions, and she said, you know, there ain't no difference between no sample A and sample B. It's the same thing.
All right, the same thing. Yeah,
it's the same thing.
You know what kind of got me about that whole thing with Matias was that it was they allowed him to keep his title because it was under the threshold. But what confused me was it's still in his system. So like I don't understand how you allow the fight to continue.
It's dirty.
Huh?
It's they play favoritism on how they want. It's all politics, you know. It's all politics. There's other people who get suspended and get their titles taken away for something like that or something less than that. And there's others that keep on fighting and get it excused. So
yeah, I don't like the boxing politics, and you know, me and Jamal talk about it all the time. There is favoritism played.
No knows. There ain't nothing like a fighter who's been through it. He knows he's been through it. You know.
Yeah, we already know, bro. That's why I'm actually happy to see where you're at right now, bro. Like, again, you know, we had our matchup, we did our thing, and I was happy to see we went from there. Actually, my boy just asked me if you still have the belt that Loma had gave back to you, or whatever. Yeah. I forgot about that. I commentated the damn fight. I was there that night. Like I said, I was there also when you and Tio had scrapped. So when I heard that they wanted a bigger name, I was like, yo, Jamaine was fighting everybody. I don't understand, like, how can y'all say that? That's just my opinion.
Yeah. Now, but again, I want to give a shout out to you, Jamal, because you know, after our matchup, you showed a lot of respect and you helped me out. You got me you changed my trajectory of my career in the sense of hooking me up with Paulina and the nutritional team, because that's been a complete game changer. So I definitely want to give a shout out to you. Not too many people in the boxing game will help another one out like how you did. And even after that, you already know what you did. So I just want to let everybody know, you know, how much you helped me out also in my career after we faced off.
Man, remember the fucking night? Remember the fucking at the weigh-in, the longest stint? I'm like, this motherfucker ain't gonna budge.
Yeah, I'll be talking about with my coach, but for that weigh-in, I was putting a finger down my throat, making myself throw up, trying to make weight.
What?
Yo. He had got in the ring. I was like, damn, this motherfucker. I'm used to being a bigger guy. I was like, I'm gonna fight. It's gonna be a fucking scrap tonight, boy.
Take us through your fight, like everything that went down in that fight, and you know, break it down. How do y'all feel about that fight? If I can even ask.
It was a good fight. It was a good. It was one of the fights that, in my opinion, went down to the last wire. It was actually close, and then Jamaine, like the last 3 rounds, he just stepped it up. And what happened from my lens, he had changed up his stance. He kept switching. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm used to being a boxer, but he made me come towards him, and he was just countering like, yo, he's beating me to the trigger right now, man. It was just one of those type of fights, yo. But afterwards, it was all love.
Yeah.
Hey, Jamaine, you're a humble dude because I've never seen boxers really admit they had lost a fight, bro. Like you're probably the first person.
He was the better man. I was happy, like I said, we spoke afterwards because I seen him at a fight, and I was like, "Yo, why you in?" And we spoke, and then like I said, I had put him in with some of my people, and like you know, afterwards, the Lomachenko fight, you know, what I'm saying that people thought that was a really good fight, close fight. And I should break it up. I was happy to see when he got the Lomachenko fight. I was there to commentate. I supported him then. And him and his team, and then I was here to see him when he fought Tio. So for me, it's all love. It's a sport to me.
Hey, Jamaine. So we like to tell these stories like free experiences. You know, when we look at you guys, when you boxers, we just think warriors, right? But a lot of funny stuff happens, right, with you guys. And Jamel was telling us a story one day of how Errol Spence wanted to jump Mike Tyson. Have you ever experienced? It's hilarious. Have you ever? What's the funniest shit you ever experienced? Just say
that again. Say the what?
Like, what was the funniest experiences? Jamel, him and Errol Spence wanted to jump Mike Tyson, and when he told the story, it was mad funny. What is the funniest shit that you've ever experienced in boxing?
Basically, witnessing your boxing career.
Yeah,
training camp or whatever, just in boxing in general. It don't even gotta be a fight.
To be honest, I can't even tell you. I don't joke around a lot. Like my coach, he's more of a class clown, right?
Yeah,
he's the one that'll come up and say funny stories, and he'll probably remember things and find them. I don't know. I'm always serious. I'm very just serious and kind of. I want to get a little bit more of that playfulness out, but I'm just always kind of locked in. But I don't really have too many funny stories that I can really.
You gotta let the personality shine, bro. You gotta let the one especially when trying to get that belt. You gotta let the personality shine so people can know who Jamaine Ortiz is outside of the ring.
I don't even know what to say. I feel like the person I am outside, I am what you get. You know, like I'm serious inside the ring, but I'm also serious outside the ring. You know. I don't really. I'm not like just serious on a face off, and then I'm a fool outside. I'm kind of the same.
You're just even keel. No, that's what made the story funny because he was like basically it wasn't even a joke. It was just some crazy experience. Mike Tyson was there, and I don't know what he was poking his man in the chest. And Errol Spence wanted to jump Mike Tyson. I was like, bro, that's crazy. Like Jamel has these crazy ass stories all the time that he explains. So I'm like, bro, like I want to pick everybody's brain when it comes.
That's just me though. Like I said, that's always been me. Like I take what I do serious, but then that's just me. I have my other side too, but I can respect where your man coming from, man, especially right now, bro. So man. Like, what you got? Like 2 more weeks now? 2 months of training? Or you about to wrap it up? Because
Yeah, I got 2 more weeks, but I start bringing it down. You know.
So I was telling him today, like that, you don't train that fight week. You usually just start tapering down the weight and just focusing on that.
Yeah, it's the 9th now. Get there the 25th. So what's that? About 15 days. So yeah.
Yeah, about 2 weeks. Yeah,
2 weeks. Yeah, less than 2 weeks.
2 weeks coming up, and 2 weeks of camp. But yeah, man, like I said, bro, I appreciate you coming on, man. I don't want to hold you too long. I already know how that. I know you personally when it comes to bringing that damn weight down. So I know you got to get that rest, bro.
No, definitely. I got sparring tomorrow. But yeah, no, I'm here for whatever. I appreciate you guys for having me on here.
Now we appreciate you, man. Best of luck. How does the fight end? I mean, are you going to knock out?
Victorious. We'll see. I'm not a guy that really likes to predict knockouts and stuff like that. I'm not a guy who's good on the betting table. So, but I do win. That's all I can say.
Where can they find you at, bro? Where can they find you at for those watching?
Follow me on Instagram, Jamaine Ortiz, Twitter, Jamaine Ortiz R. Subscribe and check out my YouTube. I got behind the scenes of my training, and that's where y'all want to see a little bit more of my personality and see what I really like. Definitely gotta check out my YouTube, and that's where you guys gotta really see the full picture.
All right, bro, man. Take it easy. Tell the team I set it up out there too, bro. And I hope, like I said, I'm gonna try to get to that fight too. I'm trying to be in New York for that fight.
All right, thank you, man. Appreciate it,
brother. Good luck. Appreciate
Right,
it. That was Jamaine Ortiz. He will be fighting January 31st on the undercard of Teofimo Lopez versus.
That's my guy. Like shout out to my man Paul from PG Sport. Man,
I don't know what's going on.
Paul, but man, like after that fight, we just became cool. We just became cool, and I'm saying to see him just lock in and get, stay active.
Yeah, I mean,
no,
I want to see Jamaine really. I told you when I watched the Teofimo fight, I wanted to see him a little more in there. I think he's gonna have to do that against Keyshawn to win that fight, especially when you're fighting.
I think it's one of those things. I think it's all about experience too, bro. Like most fighters will tell you, we learn from setbacks. You know what I'm saying? We learn from setbacks, and we just we try to make adjustments to avoid those same mistakes, especially when the fights are close. We don't want to leave it too many rounds on the and juggled up in the air. So I think he learned from it, man. Like I said again, I know Keyshawn, respectfully, I know he's going to bring it. He's going to bring it. So of course, he's probably going to try to make Jamaine fight anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a good fight.
No, it's definitely a good fight. What do you think Jamaine has to do to win the fight, though?
Nah, he gotta just be him. He's probably just a little bit more active. Like he's difficult. Like when he's boxing, he's difficult. Like I know that he's difficult to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And he can switch. He's a switch hitter. He can go from orthodox to southpaw. So he just gotta just be. You know what I'm saying? He gotta just be active. You know what I mean? And again, if especially if you feel like the rounds are close, just let your hands go. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes take chances, but you don't gotta go crazy with the risk. I mean, like he just pointed out, he's who he is. You know what I'm saying? And he's comfortable with that.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to see a more. I want to see him establish more ring dominance, and I want to see if he can push Keyshawn back, because we know Keyshawn's going to be on the attack. Keyshawn's going to want to make a statement that night. He hasn't fought like a year, so I think Keyshawn is definitely trying to get an early KO. I mean, it's not going to be easy.
That's why it's an intriguing fight. That's why it's an intriguing fight, because I think they both got a lot on the line, bro. Like Jamaine still hasn't. He wants to get to that. He wants to get that world title. You know what I mean? Keyshawn wants to show that he's still what everybody thought he was before all the drama happened last year. So there's a lot. Like there's a lot on the line for both the co-main event and the main event. I don't know Keyshawn trained. I know he's been trained out in Vegas alongside with Shakur and the team. So I think he's working with Shakur and Avery.
He said he got to be a dog and take it to Keyshawn. I mean, yeah. I mean, I think he's going to. If he's gonna, it's tough when you're not the priority, right? So, Keyshawn is somebody who people are investing in, and that kind of gives you points before you even step into the ring. So he has to be really, really good in that fight, and I want to see him, do his thing. Like I definitely want to see Jamaine win that fight. He seems like a good dude, and let's see may the best man win. My man Kevin Jackson says Jamaine had that fight before he fought Mel, and he couldn't take no body shots. Jamaine had that fight. What fight is he talking about? I'm not sure what fight he's talking about.
I gotta look. I know. I seen when he fought the Joseph Adorno. I remember that fight.
Who do you got this weekend between Matias and I forgot the guy's name he's fighting?
I don't. Honestly, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but I'm not really interested, bro. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know, because I don't know what to expect from Matias after everything that happened. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody pointed out, usually when fighters get caught up with some shit, they usually look like shit the next fight. So I don't know. I do not know, bro.
Well, ironically, he got caught during this fight. So I mean,
that's what I'm saying. So I don't know. Usually motherfuckers get caught. They look like, you know what I'm saying, trying to walk that straight line. They be looking like whatever.
Yeah, I'm definitely. Like I said, man, I'm excited for that card. Yeah, there's a lot of good boxing coming up. I feel like there's something else over here. Hold on, Keyshawn.
Right. that part
yeah,
too.
what's
L.
up with that pay-per-view shit, bro? For that, who the fuck is gonna pay for Matias for that fight, dude? Like that was when I seen that, Jamal, I was like, damn, bro, like that's kind of crazy. Cole using steroids and killed someone.
That part, Avery, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, I don't know what the fuck to expect from this dude. Like everything looked iffy.
No, you ain't lying, brother. You ain't lying. I mean, I'm not the biggest.
This motherfucker Ivan Drago and shit. You know, Ivan Drago was on that shit.
He said, listen, Jamaine, this win or he will become another fighter. Like the kid where Shakur was talking to his sister. I don't know what he's talking about.
Come Gonzalez.
I don't know, man. What Keyshawn actually tweeted this. He said, after I beat Jamaine, I'm going to go after that IBF title at 147. What's up, Lewis? What do you think about Lewis Crocker at 147? Do you think Keyshawn's looking past Jamaine? I mean, with comments like that?
I don't know.
I mean, that's kind of crazy.
I don't know. I think. Yeah, of course, people take it as that way, but I think Keyshawn, like, because I work with Keyshawn, a few times. You know what I mean? Keyshawn does take his training seriously, but I think he, you know, what I'm saying he could be just be planning his 2026. But again, Jamaine is not a walk in the park. But I'm pretty sure Keyshawn knows that. You know, like he said, we've seen him when he announced the fight that he's giving Jamaine his proper respect. So he knows Keyshawn. I mean, Jamaine is no slouch.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely.
But yeah, I'm with Avery. I'm with Avery. Like, even for myself, I don't talk about no fights until I get the guy. I can think about what I want to do. You know what I'm saying, after a certain fight, but I definitely don't constantly be vocal about it, especially to my moving up a whole another weight class to go. You know what I'm saying, to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, shit. The 31st is pretty. I mean, yo, bro, I feel like 2025 flew by. I feel like 2026, we're already like almost the second week of January. So it's kind of crazy, bro. Like by the time we turn around, it's gonna be March, April, winter's gonna be over, spring's here. And boxing, it's rare that you see so many fights early on in the year. That's the crazy thing. Like I was surprised when I seen that. From my understanding, but I don't know, $50, that might be it. $20 is too much for that fight. I'm sorry. I'm not paying fucking $20 for that. Like, that should be streamed on YouTube for free. I do not want to see Matias right now. Like that's kind of wild, but I mean, that's just me. I think Jamaine is still on. I don't know how the fuck he's still on, but you know. On that note, man, I'm gonna let you rock out, man. These kids are driving me nuts in the background. I apologize to anybody that had to hear my kids yelling. We'll be back Monday. I might go live on this fight tomorrow, the Matias fight. I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna try.
Anybody go live on that shit? No,
you don't think so?
You're on your own, brother.
Bro, they're gonna be giving tickets out for like $50, like 50 cents, bro. The winner of this fight tomorrow better call out Gary Russell. I think it's clear without Tank boxing his ass. Oh my god, this guy fucking loves Tank, bro.
I respect it. Listen, you like who you like, bro. I don't. That's like I'm not mad at him. If he a Tank, if he a Tank fan, he a Tank fan. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that. On that note, man, I'm gonna let it rock out. Try to hear my kids in the background.
Like, it's not like Tank isn't a bad fighter. Tank is not, like I said, Tank is somebody I came up with. Tank is not bad by far. Norb's issue with Tank really is that he just want to see him in competitive fights. You know what I'm saying? That's really it.
Tank is a great talent. It's not his talent, it's his resume. It's just don't respect it. But you know, on that note, I'm gonna let Mel rock out.
I've always said it though. He's a spectacle. Like when he fights, he's going to bring him out regardless. I'll bring him out. Yo, they keep calling you motherfucker Zordon, this motherfucker. Yo, you better.
I never watched Power Rangers. Most of the geeks used to watch that, so I couldn't tell you that. I don't know what he's talking about.
You know Zordon is when you see him. That's the motherfucker on the big screen before we had the big screen.
No clue. Rattlesnake agrees with me. I appreciate that.
L Zordon the motherfucker on the big screen before we had the big screen.
Oh wait. What? I gotta see it, man. On that note, we out of here, man.
Before you go anywhere, because
you're gonna pull it up. This fucking guy. Okay, I got it.
They got somebody for you every week.
It's every week. These guys are racist. They don't have nothing for Jamal. Nothing for Joe. But it's salute nose and chip. Salute y'all. Appreciate y'all. We out of here.
This motherfucker Zordon was a one channel motherfucker, boy. He was only on one channel.
He was
on the big screen. He ran the show. I don't know what the fuck he was, but he assembled the motherfuckers together, and he gave them them medallions, and it was over.
Oh man, whatever, dude. You watch some of the weirdest shit, man. On that note, we are out. I got my kids.
Coming for you, but you watching shit with the kids. That nobody knows but you and the kids. But I watch the weirdest shit,
bro. That's now because I got kids. When I was a kid, I was
a kid.
Bro, who the fuck really watched Power Rangers?
Before The Rock, we had the Power.
Well, I'm thinking of going on tomorrow. I gotta drop some of this stuff. We out of here. It's a 10-8 podcast. Make sure every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday you tune in on all streaming platforms: Twitch, YouTube, X. Follow us both at Jamel Herring and at Streetstar NORBE. We are out of here Monday night, 9 o'clock. Make sure you're here. We are out.